Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lampard legacy here on FIFA 20 career mode with Chelsea, of course. I said this was going to be a Monday thing, but the reception I got on the first episode was really great and I really enjoyed playing that one. So we're going to carry on with this every other day instead of the Football Manager series and have that IBAR one with it. And I really want to do well with this. And I don't think I actually explained the rules properly to you guys in the last one. So we'll go through them along with all the transfer targets I have listed. I say the rules, they're not really, they're just things I want to keep to. I want to try and complete every single one of these objectives we've been given. Yes, win the FA Cup and get in the Champions League and the Champs semi-final this season. It's going to be very difficult, but I feel like we could manage it if we just try hard. A bit unlucky in the last game against Man United, only to get the leveller in the last minute as we have 122 million to spend. We've lost Tony Rudiger, we've lost a couple of other players, and it's time to sign. I also mentioned that this series will be like not just 3 games an episode. I'm going to try and play more, like simulating a couple. As here is the list. I'm going to sort it by position, and I've added a lot to it, as you can see. Most of them not scouted. Onana was suggested. It looks decent, but I think I want to give Kepa a try to start off with. Definitely not counting him out though. With Upamecano, a popular one. He is one I want to look at as well. I see it quite realistic because Timo Werner's been signed from Leipzig and we can take another from him. Konate, Stark, Yerai and Godfrey and Elvedi were all suggestions, along with the Kanji. Looked at him, not really bothered about him. All of these players mostly I've just put on. Ben Chilwell, I see a realistic one for Frank, but I don't know if I want to do this because I see many players, or FIFA players that is, sign him on their careers. With Tellez, another one who is common but decent. Paulinho, a player I've liked to look at, but another Leverkusen man is Kai Havertz. He has been linked. Lots of French players here because the scouts started off there, and yeah, that's probably where it ends. We've got Valverde, we've got a couple more suggestions on that list, but I'm going to wait for the scouts to come through before we sign anyone. And the first game is a huge one, the Super Cup. Well, I'd say final, but it's just one game against Liverpool. Can we get silverware already? It is an important one, but however, I am going to change the team up because I want to go into the Premier League the strongest with Willy Caballero in the net. 74 rated, a bit disappointing with James. Zuma being the captain and staying in. Fikayo Tomori for Rudiger and Christensen, who was horrific. And Emerson at the back with Jorginho, Mason Mount and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the midfield trio. With Hudson-Odoi, Abraham and Said Benrahma, the new signing we've made, getting a start here. Yes, it's been unrealistic. I have many people speak to me and tell me that. So it's a bit, yeah, it was a bit of a weird signing. But I see it as realistic in real life as Emerson goes out on loan before we get into this. And I just want to beat Liverpool. And here we have it. Van Dijk, Henderson, Mane and Salah. The old Chelsea man warming up. It's going to be a difficult fixture, of course. And Liverpool win it on penalties, if I'm not mistaken, in real life. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. Out in Istanbul for this. Oh, the music went a bit funky then. As hopefully it's a bit louder for you guys. I think I've turned it up. As there's our lineup, hoping we can just put out a good display. Looks like Liverpool have gone full strength as well. Of course, they won the Champions League. They're not going to try and avoid the Super Cup. They're going to want that as well because we'll be looked at as the easy target winning the Europa League as it sits there. And they sing Alisson in the sticks for them with Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk and Klusterman at left back with Henderson, Fabinho and Wijnaldum through the middle with Salah, Roberto Firmino and Mane. One new signing. And of course, Robertson went to Bayern, as we saw in the last one. That's a really nice graphic as well. I'm not going to watch ours though, because we want to get straight into this episode and get a win. Get a trophy under our belts if we can. However, Mane, starting off brightly, gets inside of reach. James comes across though and makes a good interception. Only as far as Wijnaldum. Sadio Mane through, and that might be a sign of what's to come from Liverpool. Really decent. Mane running the show as they take a quick throw-in. Bounces off one of our players, slid in. Saudio's round us, put a ball into the box and Willy catches. It's going to be a foul. Forgot to tell you guys as well, I've put handballs on. So I don't know if that was handball or not, but I've put them on to make it a bit more realistic as Willy Caballero has to punch. Big header from Van Dijk as we clear. Fikayo Tomori, only low rated on this as Marcos Alonso has it. Good ball through to Said Benrahma, who's onside from Joe Gomez. Can Said Benrahma cause something here? Going to the byline, hits it! And it's come off Alexander-Arnold, our first attack forward. As we're going to put the ball in, Loftus-Cheek rises, Van Dijk in front of him. Said to try and get there and he cannot. However, Roberto Firmino has a chance here. Oh, what an interception from Captain Zuma at the moment. Beautiful slide in. Zuma coming away with it as well. He's got all the space. He's done this in the cup before. Ran all the way. He's got Tammy Abraham in front of him. Tammy's first involvement. Gets away from Alexander-Arnold and he's fouled. Should be a yellow at the least. Yes, gonna be one. So have we got a good free kick taker here? I think Mason Mount's took a couple, has he? Maybe at Derby. Yeah, he's on it now. Mason Mount, can he score? An absolute pearl of a free kick. It looks decent. Can he put this in outside of the foot? Oh, and it's quite easy for Alisson. Bobby on the ball again. Puts it out wide to Jordan. As Jordan Henderson's getting heavily involved. Big block again from Zuma. He's keeping it solid at the back as we're just struggling to get out. I think all our chances must have been included as highlights when I'm editing this. As because we just haven't had the chances. As Mane with the ball again. Sadio Mane running down. It's a big tackle. Look at that stat. They've had a lot of the ball, Liverpool, in this first half. He's going to try and pass his way out from the back. Mason Mount goes out wide to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Can he get involved in this game? Hudson-Odoi keeps it. He's in the middle. He's going to try and look for Loftus-Cheek. And if he would have reached that, maybe would have had a chance. But now Fabinho to take it out from the defence. Good ball over to Sadio Mane. What can Mane do here? Reece James comes across. Doesn't get there. It's in the middle. And oh! Bobby's dragged it wide. Should have scored there, the Scousers. Kayo Tomori though. Let's get out from the back. He's been tripped as well from Salah. He's playing a bit dirty. They all are a bit, I feel, as it's a bit unrealistic. Said Benrahma gets it through the middle. Can he beat Joe Gomez? Oh, almost. Mason with the ball in the middle as well. Jorginho now. Jorginho to look out wide. Just can't get it past Trent. Forced to Loftus-Cheek though. And Tammy, oh, I think he was offside. Reached for him. And it's 0-0 at half-time. To be honest with you, I thought we'd be like 1 or 2 down at the break. But we've really fended for ourselves here. Yes, they are dominating. They do deserve to be in the lead here. But we are holding Liverpool to a 0-0 so far. And if we could take this to extra time or penalties, I can't remember which one it was in real life, we actually could stand a chance. And here's Joe Gomez on the ball. Pass it out from the back to Trent. Oh, I've got to get across there, Alonso. Not good enough as Bobby puts it through the gap. Mo Salah, don't let him score as he runs onto this ball. Chance to cross, does so. Caballero catches. Mason Mount as well to come away with this ball in the middle. What can he do? He's away from Fabinho. Tammy's in the middle. He's tall as well, Tammy. If we can reach him with a cross here. It's dinked over. Alisson just with one hand to it. And that was a chance. Got to win this header for Kayo. As he does do. Tomori straight down to Loftus-Cheek in the middle. He's got Salah on his back and Salah. Come on, referee. He got him after the ball had gone. As they've tried to pass it through. Salah's not going to get on the end of that. Tomori with a risky one across to Zuma, who gets there. Mason Mount in the middle. He's got Hudson-Odoi making a move. Callum Hudson-Odoi gets in front of Klosterman. Keep on going and he's just out-strengthened. Mo Salah. Come on. We've done well so far. That was maybe a handball, I think. It's not given as Reece James can't get there. Over the top, Zuma away. And now it's Loftus-Cheek. He's been the stalwart in the middle so far, even though he's not playing in that CDM position. Tries to get past him. And I think it's time for some changes. Just going to make them straight off the bat. Not wait for the quick subs. As I'm going to give Giroud a chance for this season. Maybe Willian. I'll put Willian as well. And I'll leave it like that because Hudson-Odoi hasn't done himself justice at all. Here's Lucas Klosterman as well. Passes it in the middle. We could be conceding before the changes go ahead. But Zuma with another tackle. Keeping in this game only just as Hudson-Odoi. Can he do something before he comes off? Can he link up with Tammy as Hudson-Odoi's going all the way? Back heels it to Tammy. Mason Mount with the move. Mason Mount to strike. And he's put it wide. He just had to put that to the right-hand side of Alisson. And it was surely 1-0. I don't know what he's done here. He's hit it with his right foot. And it's gone to the left-hand side, just the wrong angle. Oh, and they've got a ball straight through to Saudio. Could be conceding here. 10 minutes to go. Well, just around. And Zuma, come on, you've got to do better than that, Zuma. Willie Caballero with a good save. And Bobby to tap it home. Willie, get your hands round that ball. You can't be letting that go. As Zuma, yeah, just bounces straight back to him like the Fred goal last time. And oh, he's chipped it up with his feet straight to Bobby. That's just, it's just... Yeah, I don't know why he's going down in rating. He's just not the backup I want at this moment. Maybe we need a backup keeper as Bobby scores and Frank looking distraught. We've held the zone this far and now we've conceded. Can we get ourselves back into this game though? because we don't deserve to lose. I mean, we do with the stats, but with the way we've played, we don't. As Giroud can pick up on the ball. Olivier Giroud with the instant goal. What a hit from him. The finesse from the big Frenchman, the target man. Doesn't need to score a header, can do it with his feet. Look at this for a hit. Gonna put Billy Gilmore on now because he needs playing time. Look at that, ran onto it. Alisson, no chance. Just off the bench after their goal, and we're on level terms. Looks like we will go to extra time. Said Benrahma with the ball in the middle. What can he do? Can he put this out wide? Oh, that was always a struggle, wasn't it? Really poor pass as they have it in the middle of the park. Fabinho across the middle. Now he's going to come down it as we just need to get across. Ooh, almost snapped him there. And they're going to come at us in the last minute. Bobby Firmino's found himself through Zuma. Beautiful from you. It would really be good if we got like Upamecano and Kanate to sit with the other Frenchman and have that French link-up in defence as the half-time whistle goes. We've come into it in the second half, and yes, we do deserve to be level. Do we get any more subs? I can't really see us getting any. If we did, there we go. Can take Reece James off and put Aspie on for the experience at the back, because we need to hold on to this now. Mason Mount on the end of it. Come on, Mason. What can you do? Straight through the middle. They're not coming across. Joe Gomez doesn't want to come. Mason Mount to hit it. And we lead in the second minute of extra time. Mason Mount been threatening in this game. Had that big chance. And takes his second. Mason Mount. Mason Mount. What a hit. They sing it, the Chelsea fans around the stadium, as Alisson is beaten across his net. Joe Gomez did not track his man across as he got the run in. And the 19 rated player, I think he's 20, I'm going to say 19-year-old, has a goal. Ball in as well from them, aiming for Salah. Not really the ideal header in mind, as Willian has the ball now. Can Willie do something for us? Got Willie in the net and Willie outfield as we've got Giroud through the middle. Oh, that's beautiful from Willian through the gap to Benrahma, who doesn't get onto the end of it. Should have twigged on, as now they're going to come forward. Bobby to Salah. Can we snap him? And we have done. I think it's Minamino as well, who's come off the bench, as Said Benrahma just takes him out and takes the yellow. James Milner coming onto the field now, as it's almost half time of extra time as the ball comes in. Mason, oh, he's been all over this first quarter of the time as we've tried to hoof it, and the final, or the half time of extra time whistle goes. Getting ahead of myself there. And yes, we've been under the cosh with possession, but we have that goal, and if we can hold on, we've already got a trophy in his cabinet. Marcus Alonso as well in the middle. Marcus gives it to Said Benrahma. Can't put that in the middle. And Van Dijk to come away. This is Liverpool's first team as well, don't forget, on Legendary, and we're really performing here. Just 2 minutes, or 1 minute now to go, and we've got a trophy under his belts. Come on, win that header, Aspie. That's what I put you on for. Willian to pass it back, and that is not what we want, Willian, in this last minute, but it's a poor cross. And ref, come on. If I give this back to Willie Caballero and he hoofs it, there should be time, and we've got the trophy. Frank Lampard does on this career mode what he could not in real life, and he wins the UEFA Super Cup. The Europa League winners beat the Champions League, and let's have a look at us lift it. Here we go, it's Zuma as well. Feel sorry for Azpilicueta, but he did come off the bench and he doesn't wear the armband. As there it is, the trophy we are getting his hands on guaranteed right now. Jorginho, I didn't really see you in that game, mate. I saw Mason Mount doing more defensively and offensively than you. As, come on Zuma, lift that up. Lift it up. We've got all the players on the stand. First trophy under the baggers. Chelsea boss Frank Lampard. We have it. And I guess you didn't think you'd see that when you came to today's episode. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, it's not a huge trophy. We'd like to win the FA Cup even better, and that can be considered by some a lesser trophy, but I am happy with that. Very, very, very happy indeed. As we move on to the league, and I think it's Leicester first at the Bridge. It is on the Sunday. We're going to have to get back quick, aren't we, from that game? As we've got some scout reports in here. Transfer offer for Tammy Abraham from Torino. You know I like my realistic saves. I'm going to turn it down, although it's a bit of money. And I forgot to say, we've got a loan offering from Northampton for Tino Aneurin, so I've accepted that. Aneurin is out, and it's Milan coming in for Cesar Azpilicueta. Now 30 million's very nice for Cesar, and he's Mr. Chelsea, but when an offer comes in like that, I'm going to try and be cheeky and ask for more, but if we get over 35 million for Cesar Azpilicueta, I have got to accept. 35 million, come on. You know you want to accept that, Milan. As no, they're stuck on 30. I know it's more already, but I want the sum that I want. That's 33, will that do? Can pay that 30, almost 31. No, I want 32. I just want this extra. I don't want to let him go anyway, so it's a bit risky, yes, and they've turned it down. Azpilicueta will stay at the club, and I have no problem with that. Oh, and we're only, what, 2 games in, and it's already getting difficult to pick the team, but I've gone with this one. Kepa Arrizabalaga in between the sticks with Azpilicueta, Zuma, Tomori and Alonso at the back. Kante, Kovacic and Mount gets the nod ahead of Jorginho and Barkley for his good performance, with Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic all back in the squad to try and make an impact. Giroud as well beating Tammy to the bench after that good goal in that game to get us into extra time and actually win it with Mason's goal. So here we go. Before we make any signings, we've got this game at home, not at the King Power, at Stamford Bridge, and every other team's played, so we've dropped down. Got to get a result here against Leicester, and yeah, it's vital. And Leicester signing Jonathan Tah was one I had in mind for us at one point, as we're going to have a look at our squad. Kepa Arrizabalaga in between the sticks, with Cesar, Zuma, Fikayo Tomori and Alonso at the back, Mason Mount, N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic, with Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic. Who are they going to be against though? That is the question. They've got a solid defence, as we already know. Jonathan Tah higher rated than any of our defenders at the club. Zuma being the highest at 81, so maybe we do need to improve. As there's Schmeichel there, Ricardo Pereira, Johnny Evans looks like he's going to partner him, so maybe we aim at him. As the team is Kasper Schmeichel in between the sticks, Ricardo Pereira, Jonathan Tah, Johnny Evans and Ben Chilwell, with James Maddison and Didi, Yuri Tielemans, Ayoze Perez, Iheanacho and Damari Gray. So, interesting. No Jamie Vardy, might be injured. No Soyuncu, he's on the bench. And yeah, we've got a chance here to show what we're worth at home as well, with a cup in our closet. And I just want to add another one, maybe the Prem. Decent possession from Leicester to start off with, actually, as we broke it down, and now we've got the ball. Can we cause something from it? Cesar Azpilicueta in the middle to N'Golo Kante. Now Timo Werner dropping back. I don't like you that deep, as we look for Ziyech. Doesn't go there. Ben Chilwell out to Damari Gray. Gray keeps it in with the back heel, and we've intercepted again. Azpilicueta down the line from Ziyech. Here's Cesar Azpilicueta. Shrugs off a man. He's got the run of Pulisic at the back post. Looks for him, and it's a good header away. Ayoze Perez gets the ball down the line. Marcos Alonso coming across and gets that little block in. Can't clear it though, as Ricardo Pereira puts in the middle. Yuri Tielemans now to Marcus Maddison. Get to him. And Didi, Damari Gray, Ben Chilwell. They're playing really well, is Leicester. They look like they are in real life, as Ben Chilwell still has the ball, puts it into the box. That's a dodgy touch. Iheanacho with it. Chilwell to hit it. Getting all these blocks in. Maddison, come on. Get rid of this, as he's turned easily. And yes, Kovacic. Oh, he eventually gets there. I was ready to just rip into him then if he got rounded that easily. As we've lost the ball, Mason Mount with the intercepted pass as we got there. Azpilicueta, the calm man in the defence so far, and he's rumoured to be leaving, of course, with all these transfers, but we've kept him here and he's playing well. As Damari Gray has it in the middle, puts that wide to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell back into Gray. Chilwell still with the ball. Yuri Tielemans, get across to him, boys. Zuma, or not Zuma, Mason Mount, what am I on about chasing? And it's straight into Kepa's hands. It's very difficult to break teams down in the Prem. Finding it a lot harder than La Liga, as Mason has it in the middle. Keep going, straight past Yuri Tielemans, who isn't doing well. Gives it to Timo Werner. Oh, just can't take that step around the man. And yeah, they're really doing well. Credit where credit is due to Leicester City, as we just can't break through them. Here's Johnny Evans, giving it forward. Got to stop an attack at all costs, especially this late in the half, as Damari Gray has the ball. Gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho. Got to come across Zuma, and that is a bad, reckless challenge, and that could be a yellow. It is, and I don't like my central defender on the card, as Tielemans is going to whip it in over the box, and yes, it's a goal kick. And it looks like we're going to go into half-time here at 0-0. We don't want 2 draws in the Prem. Of course, had one to Man United. And we've beat Liverpool. What's happened to us, boys? As it is 0-0. Timo just got on the ball there. I knew if the referee wouldn't have blown the whistle, it would have run through and scored. It's just a fact, as it does get blown. And yeah, I don't want a draw out of this game. I want more. I want a win to get us off to winning ways at home in front of the supporters. So we've got to demand more. James Maddison on the ball in the middle. Gives it back to Ricardo Pereira, of course, in real life, suffering from a bad injury. Hope he gets back soon, as Ndidi has it in the middle. Gives it to Damari Gray. Intercepted from N'Golo. Who else? As Timo Werner has a chance to play Ziyech through. Good touch from Ziyech as well to cut back inside. Timo tackled. Still, the ball drops to us. to Christian Pulisic. Here's Timo Werner coming away and he wins the penalty. Reckless from Wilfred Undini to give that away, and it's a yellow card. Chance to go 1-up. I'm going to put Jorginho on for Mason Mount, which is the quick sub. It'll be blocked by the face cam, apologies, as we're actually going to do this. And Jorginho should be the one taking it, not Timo. Jorginho, there we go. 91 penalties against Kasper Schmeichel. Going to try and pick a spot. Actually, he always goes bottom corners, doesn't he? Jorginho. We're going to try and put it in the bottom right. Oh, and Schmeichel just watches it fly past him into that corner. The home crowd go wild as Jorginho puts us 1-0 up at home. Beautiful from us. We need these 3 points. We've struggled in the first half. Finally have the goal, and it's the calm penalty taker who oozes it in. Jorginho coming across. They're playing well now in this second half. They turned it on in the first, and now they're getting back into the rhythm of things as Kante taps it to Kovacic. We've got Christian Pulisic making the run. He's had Ricardo Pereira in his pocket all game. Can he do here? Damn it. Tried to cut inside of him there, and I just couldn't do as they're going to come forward again. Kelechi Iheanacho puts it back to Maddison. Over the top as well. Good ball to Ayoze Perez. Could be 1-1 here like in real life. Crossed in, and the header's missed. Last substitution made. Willian coming on for Hakim Ziyech. And here is Azpilicueta. Cesar passes it into Jorginho. Let's get this across to Pulisic. Just didn't reach him as we've got the ball in the middle though. Timo Werner. What can Werner do here? He's got a man on his shoulder. Gets away from him. Pass it into Jorginho. Jorginho through the middle maybe. Ross Barkley. I'm just going to hit this with him. Oh! What a goal, Ross Barkley. 2-0, game wrapped up, and you won't see a cleaner strike than that anytime soon. Look at this. Ross Barkley. Take a bow, son, straight through everyone. Rifled past Kasper Schmeichel. And, game done and dusted there. It's got to be, as that was a superb quality finish from Ross Barkley. Got to keep up with play, though. Don't want to give them a sloppy goal. Goal difference could be important this season, chasing the Champions League spots, because you can see in real life at the moment that it is really, really tight as Chilwell has the ball. Big tackle from Willian. Can he try and feed Timo? I want Timo to have a goal in this game, but they've come across and made the interception as we get the 2-0 victory at the Bridge. Very nice for our first home game. Our first win of the season as well. Still unbeaten in 2-3 if you count the Super Cup. And yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Oh, and here is a question getting asked as Sancho goes to PSG. Giroud for 10 million from Lazio. It's below his evaluation. I'm not going to accept that. I want to keep him at the club. Give all the players a chance, see how they do in the gameplay. And like always, Ross Barkley is always linked away from Chelsea. And yeah, I think he's done amazing there to get that strike. I said I wanted to keep him. It proves me right, as I think we were sat in 8th position as Matteson goes up a rating. Need to make some signings though now. Still waiting on the replies for Upamecano and Ibrahima Konate, but Kai Havertz, do we go in for him? I think we might have to, you know. It's a realistic one. We've got a couple of midfielders, yes, granted, but it just could be such a huge boost to the squad. And I think I'm going to delegate to buy 35, and I don't want to pay 80. I'll say 70. We've got the funds to do so. But if this goes up to like 70 bang on, and that means we can't afford Upamecano or Konate, I'm not going to accept it because I want one of those to come into the club. So maybe we loan out a couple of first teamers like Tammy, because I don't really plan on playing him just yet because he is a bit slow and sluggish. So yeah, we need to get some other players in. And we do have a game here coming up against Norwich. I think I'm going to sim this. As you can see, in real life, Norwich not doing the best. So have we got a thing here? It's a broken down negotiation with Kai Havertz. They're not going to want it. We might have to offer more for him. As you can see here, just wiggled 1 or 2 around with Kepa in the net. Azpilicueta, Zuma, Tomori and Alonso with Jorginho, Kovacic and Barkley. You can see Barkley and Jorginho coming in with Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic. Yes, it's very similar to the last one. You don't change a winning team, especially this earlier on in the season when you just can't risk it. As can we get the win against Norwich, please? It's away at Carrow Road as well, which gives me the EVGBs. As can we? Yes, 2-0. Pulisic with 2. Pookie missed a penalty as well, which actually gave us a chance. So yeah, we get the win, but it didn't actually look convincing. Here it is. Dayot Upamecano. We finally got the report. 80 rated. What's Konate? 79. They're both the same age. Upamecano is just a little bit shorter, so I think I'm going to go in for him. I'm going to have a look at the elsewhere options just before I make the final decision, but you guys recommended it. I'm going to listen to you guys, and I'm going to try and get it done. Going to go in and offer maybe 20 million. I'll start off at that mark. I probably think they'll want more from him. Just don't storm out on me. There we go, 25. I don't want that release clause, or sell-on clause, should I say. I'll give you 2 million more if you just don't accept that. And yeah, 27.5 million for Dayot Upamecano is a decent one. Just onto his contract now. Come on, can we get a good deal on this? I'll try rotation, but of course it will be important with the players we have. There we go. Gonna give him it eventually. So what else have we got? 4 years. Oh, happy for me. I don't want a release clause on you, please, as we don't have to have one. 52 million, that's less than Benrahma as we get it done. Dayot Upamecano is the huge signing of this transfer window. Maybe we could still get a big, huge one, but yeah, so far, should I say. And he's going to come straight in for Tomori, unfortunately. You've been decent at the back, kept 2 clean sheets, but Upamecano, you can't turn down that. And the squad looks very good. Of course, got rid of Batshuayi. We didn't need him. Who else don't we need? I mean, Willian, I want to keep because I really do like him as a player, but we've got Hudson-Odoi, Willian, Benrahma, Ziyech and Pulisic as wingers. So wingers are a huge, like, overcrowded position. We've got a lot of youth players, not bothered about them, but we've got 3 strikers, yeah, that's okay. Midfielders as well. Kovacic, Barkley, Jorginho, Kante, Mount, Gilmore, and Loftus-Cheek as well. Maybe, I don't really want to get rid of the English players that have been homegrown here, like Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount, but then again, I don't want to get rid of Barkley. So maybe we do need to loan out Loftus-Cheek or Mason Mount. I think that's the direction we're going to go in. And here is the team sheet for this next game against Sheffield United, not to be underestimated, as I'm sure most of you know at the moment, with Kepa in the net, Azpilicueta, Zuma, Upamecano coming in for his debut, and Alonso at the back, with Kovacic, Barkley and Kante coming in for Jorginho. No reason, but you just can't leave out N'Golo, can you? It's amazing, with Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic, the normal trio up top, hoping for more goals from them. I think they've scored 0, or Pulisic's got 2 in a simulated game, but it doesn't really count because we haven't scored them. As we move on to Sheffield, of course not that good on career mode, because they didn't really reflect it off real life, because no one expected them to do as well as they are doing in real life at the moment. So yeah, hopefully it's an easier 3 points than the other games. And it's another game at the Bridge, didn't even realise. I think this fixture was like 2-2 in real life, a really bad one for Chelsea. Hopefully we can make it right here. And here is the Sheffield United lineup. Who have they got? They've got Dino in the net, being at Mike Grimsby, as Baldock, Egan, Basham, O'Connell and Stevens make up the back 5. Oliver Norwood, John Fleck and Sander Berge in the middle, with Billy Sharp and Funes Mori. Always manages to get a move to the Prem, that guy. Always on career mode, with McBurney dropped to the bench with Mousse as well as Billy Sharp starts. So it's a couple of rotated strikers. Hopefully they don't try and score. Well, they're going to try and score. Hopefully they don't score against us and we can get a result. However, Sheffield United have started a bit brightly here. They've got the ball down off of us, and that's a good move through. They've passed it one more to Berge. Slid in. Oh, he's doing well. He's Sander Berge, as we just can't get there, and we finally do. And if you wonder why I'm calling him both names, it's because he goes by both names, apparently, in an interview I saw by him. As Barkley gives it to Werner. Got a chance for a counter-attack. Oh, but Kovacic, come on, man. Billy Sharp running through. Just got there as well. Easy from Kurt Zuma, playing really well. With Upamecano now. Where is he? Haven't seen him yet. Number 2 in the defence, taking Rudiger's number as they're coming through. Sander Berge out wide. Funes Mori really under the cosh. Baldock passes it back. A couple of 1-2s there into the box. It's gone all over the place, and get rid of that. But not far enough. John Fleck gives it to Berge. What can we do here? Got to try and stop him. They're just tippy-tapping it round in the box, over the top as well. Just won that header to get it away from Funes Mori. Azpilicueta though. Come on, let's get out of our half for once against Sheffield United. As Kante has it down the middle. N'Golo cuts back. Has he got a man running round him? He has. Oh, and it's just not on. Ross Barkley with the ball, calmly out to Hakim Ziyech. Game's died down a bit now, as Azpilicueta gets it, gives it back to Ross Barkley. We know he can hit a screamer now, as we've got the proof, as Kante has it. Can Kante hit it? First shot of the game for us, and it's wide. N'Golo Kante coming forward. He's got Barkley at the side of him, just needs to give it out wide. There we go. Azpilicueta He's got a man in front of him, Hakim Ziyech in the middle to Timo. Oh, Timo, better control. Last couple of minutes for the first half, and it looks like it's going to be 0-0 going into the break once more. As Ziyech gives it to Barkley. Barkley can't control now, and it is 0-0 against Sheffield United. Very, very poor from us. Only one shot, and it's come from a CDM, as a lot of other teams are winning. Just can't keep on getting draws. Oh, and it's a good ball from Sheffield United to start this half off. Oh, and Sander Berge was through there. Big tackle on him. I don't know who it was. I thought it was going to be a penalty as well. He bumped into him to start off with. As Ross Barkley has the ball. Timo Werner around him. Oh, what a ball, Ross Barkley. Timo Werner has to finish, and Timo Werner does. Timo Werner, the afterburner. I mean, it all came from Ross Barkley. What a superb pass through. And we have the lead finally in this game. Look at that. Just around his man. I think it was Berge. And look, just slots it past Dean Henderson. I never had doubt it would miss. As I think it's Baldock or Basham who can't keep up with him. And he puts it off the post and in. Finally feel a bit more happy and relaxed in this game as N'Golo Kante wins that as well. Pulisic passes it up to, this is Werner. Werner back to Kante, through to Kovacic. Can we get a goal here? Through the middle, Pulisic with a good touch. Christian Pulisic gets another one. That's his third in 2 games for the American. I salute you. Look at that. Mateo Kovacic picks it out easy as you like. Same corner as Timo Werner. And it looks like our attacking players are starting to score. Just Ziyech now to get off and running. And yeah, that is very, very reassuring now. 2-0 like the last 2 games. Can we just make it more? Jorginho to come on as well for Mateo Kovacic. As the corner ball's going to be whipped in. Can we get this away? Come on. Oh, big header. Big, big header. And another one as well to Timo Werner. Hoof that up the field. Final substitution. Said Benrahma. Want to just make him stand out. I just really want to make him come good as it's whipped in. Ooh, the header was from Upamecano. He could have had a debut goal there. Come on, Loftus-Cheek. Lift that over. Keep on running. Keep on running. You're on the end of this. Oh, and he almost was. Said Benrahma whips it across. And it's come off his foot. I think it's a goal kick, and it is, as we're going to get this 2-0 win here, I think, unless they could maybe head this on and get another chance. It's very unlikely, though, because Loftus-Cheek is in his way, and yes, I'm going to hoof it, or not even get the chance, and it's a 2-0 win over the Blades. Very good performance, very decent first half. Again, very worrying because we hadn't scored, but we'd still played well, and Frank's legacy is off to a flyer in the Prem. Don't get to see where we are because of deadline day. Let's have a look at the business that's gone round. Vasquez, Semedo, not really anything standing out. Burnley's done a bit. We've spent 40 million, but I think I'm going to spend more. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to approach to buy. We can still do it. I don't know why, because usually when you've gone in for a player, it just turns them down altogether if you don't get him. But we're going to go and meet face to face, no delegations, over the signing of Kai Havertz. Now, 80 million's a lot to offer straight away. I'm going to offer 70 and see what they reply with. It's going to be more. Oh! How come you didn't accept it when I offered you in delegation? 70 million for Kai Havertz, although seems a lot. I think I'm going to pay. Come on, just get this contract done. He's, of course, going to be a crucial player. I know that to come. As yes, they want the crucial. Accept that. Come on, Kai. You've got to come to the team. Yes, do all this stuff. 4 years. 4 years on you, please. There we go, wrapped up. Disregard a release clause, and the wage is left up to me. I'm going to offer 100k, just because I think that's realistic, and we do. We have got 2 huge players today in this transfer, not even deadline day, in the whole window. The player Upamecano from Leipzig, and the player Kai Havertz from Bayern Leverkusen. And I think this will be the starting team going into the rest of the games. We don't have another game after this, of course. And yeah, Havertz, Kovacic and Kante, Jorginho on the bench. Maybe we'll let him go back to Italy if we get a transfer in, because I can see that being realistic. And I love my realistic transfers, as I'm going to sim all these hours, let you watch it. We've got no more bids to put out, but maybe we could get rid of a few. First one incoming from Inter for Mason Mount on loan. Yes, I think that is completely unrealistic, but I just really need Mason Mount out on loan, so I'll accept it. Another 2 here for Christiansen, both of them. Spurs, I'm going to just turn down straight away, but Frankfurt, maybe they could take him on. I think I could get a bit more out of him, but I might just accept 22 million for Andreas Christiansen. He's got no future under me, who is Frank Lampard, And yes, I'm going to let him go. Now, I know I said I don't want first teamers going, but he's not in my first team. And we've got another offer in here for him as well. Milan, not going to try and negotiate, just going to accept straight up. He's 23 and 80, so maybe he's got a bit more time to grow. But yeah, I just don't think he played well, and I want him out. Oh, loads of teams leaving it late. As Mason Mount goes out, and Alonso for Ajax, going to just reject that. Don't want to get him out. And more, Kante from Bayern Munich. Nope. Unrealistic in my opinion. Nope. And what's this? Retracted. Yes, I don't care. That was for Spurs. He's not going to Spurs. So we've still got hours left for more bids to come in. And yeah, they're just coming in every minute. That one was just to tell us Christian had sold. Just discarded it straight away. 18 million in the bank, maybe for January if we need to strengthen then. And another 2 inboxes. What are these going to be? Willian and Alonso. Maybe Willian from Watford though. Does he want to stoop as low as a mid-table club in the Prem? I don't think so. I'm going to reject that. And we're moving into the last hour here. One message. There usually is a big transfer at the end. And it's Reece James on loan from Valencia. No. He's going to play in the cup games and maybe even more. He doesn't want to go anywhere. As we want to keep him here. And deadline day should be over. Maybe we get like a stupid, ridiculous bid on the last day, but that should be it. As we've got scout reports, monthly ones, loan offering from Loftus-Cheek from Sheffield United. I'll accept that. And Giroud, what's that? Roma? No. And at the end of it, I think we've had a pretty good transfer window, don't you? Diogo Upamecano, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner and Ziyech, of course, as we sit 4th in the Prem on 10 points, same as Man United and Man City, and Liverpool are ahead. So unfortunately, guys, this is the end. A huge episode here. I hope you guys have liked, commented, shared and subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. A bit of an abrupt ending, but I don't want this to be too long. In a bit, peace.